How y'all doing today? Oh, calm down there. Alright. I think I finally finished my rifle customization setup. I just want to show y'all everything and some tips and crap I could have improved on my thing. So let me tell you what the rifle is first. I already mentioned it, but this right here, this is a Centuries Arms Visca. This is one of the newer models, and there are a lot of bad reviews about this rifle, how it's total crap, but it looks like from everything they have improved on their newer models. This is one of the newer models, I believe, and I'm going to show you all the customization I've done to it, and yeah. Alright, let's start off with the first thing I did, and I got this Romanian Red Dong on this baby. Took a lot of custom fitting and chiseling to get it on here. This is our original one. Same Russian red color. That's what I'm trying to go for, Russian red. And it was good, but I just wanted to get a dong for my rifle. Yeah, I mean, I would put this back on here. It's pretty nice. Feels good on it. And yeah, so as you can see, so it goes in like this. Y'all should note this. It goes in like that. My problem was that the barrel itself, right around here, it was too thick, so I had to chisel it out. And I might have over chiseled a bit. Maybe not on this part, but definitely when you have this thing that slides right here and locks it in place, you have to get it to a certain groove on the barrel. So at the very end, I had to chisel down on this part, and I noticed that I kept chiseling this, but I also had to get around the sides, and that's kind of where I messed up on, but still locks on there pretty good and pretty nice. So my next upgrade was really hesitant about doing it, but I wanted to put an optic on it. So with me not having any of the rivets for rails on the side, I had to go with the gas tube option. Now there is some other options you can do. You can do the crappy dust rail, but I would not recommend getting the dust rail, Picatinny rail. It'll probably lose zero a lot. And there's another one where you can take off your sight leaf spring, take this all off, put it right there. Now that might be alright, but now you really don't have an iron sight. Now the thing I liked about the gas tube is, so here's our original gas tube. Put your arm right there, aiming, kind of reach your arm over, kind of do that kind of grip on it. But this is steel. It has some vent holes in it. Expel those gases. Now let's go on to our new one. This is a Ultimac M2B. Now the only difference in A and B is the B has vent holes. So I just wanted to get, what I already had. Now I would say the thing about Ultimac rails is they don't make them as long as this one. There is I'd say about a quarter of an inch gap still there, not touching right here. And a problem that can occur with this is, here's another problem. So it comes with these screw holes. You get 4 screws, you screw them in the top, and it has some steel curves that go into your lower handguard. Now, the thing about these styles is, if you look, it's not flat. Now that was a problem because in order for your rail to get pushed up all the way back, your gas tube, I had to shave some of this off and some of this off. So That was pretty easy. I just got a saw and sawed some off. Now another thing you need to watch out for is you may think you might have it in the right spot, the right distance, or where you want it all the way up against it, but make sure that you have it leveled. I accidentally had it a little bit too high, so when I was disassembling it and reassembling it, doing a function check, I noticed that the bolt wouldn't go all the way forward. That's because my gas tube was a little bit higher and it was hitting this notch right here. So just had to unloosen it. Then I put the bolt in, made sure it went all the way back, went back and forth. Then I kept my gas tube at that same exact spot, tighten the corners. I do recommend putting some Loctite on these screws, you know, because it is going to be going under a lot of pressure from firing. And that's that. Now let's move on to our optic. Now, I did not have enough money to spend on high-end optics, but this one was pretty good. Right here we have a Primary Arms, it's an MD20 micro red dot. I assumed that this would be good enough, so I bought it. It has 5 different brightness settings. It says it would last to 50,000 hours. You know, that kind of varies. Let me show you what it looks like here. Let's go on the highest setting. I don't know, you can see that, but it's all right. Heard a lot of people complain that, oh, will it be okay being that far up the rifle? And I have actually never really used red dots, so this is kind of new, and it doesn't mind me at all. You get your, what is it, lower 1/3, so you can coexist with your iron sights, so you can still use your irons. So it's quite neat. And yeah, it's, you know, it's just a simple install. Yeah, I haven't sort of zeroed it in. I've got it zeroed at 25 yards. I might have it zeroed in at 50. I'll have to check back again. I'm pretty sure I had all the right stuff. And yes, this is the rifle. Now, I was thinking about doing some more customization to it, but I think this might be all I need to do. I was thinking about taking off this, this is a Magpul. I don't know what brand this is, but I was thinking about taking off this pistol grip and putting an authentic wooden one on here. Russian red, of course, to match. But then I was also thinking about taking off my stock, my solid stock, and putting on a folding stock. But I kind of disregarded that idea because I still just want to keep it how it is now. The magazines, I see a lot of people roll with, you know, Magpul polymer magazines, but I like to keep it to some OG steel. They're really good. Haven't had any malfunctions yet in my gun, so that's good. Another thing to note, with the Ultimac rail, I noticed that it is considerably louder, and I think it might be because it's not pushed all the way up against it or something, that we are getting a lot of gases coming out of this rifle, and pretty much every shot has a big muzzle flash. I'll have to look into that and maybe adjust some stuff. And yeah, that is the rifle. Now I got my plans on another one that I've been looking at. There's another one of the Kalashnikov family. Yeah. Oh yes, and I have not gotten a sling for it yet. I'm going to try to get an authentic one. Make sure I turn off this thing. Yes. I'm gonna try to get an authentic one. And yeah, that about sums all this up. The total cost for everything I have here. The rifle itself, I think I nabbed it for $900. Our dong was $95. Ultimac rail was, I think, $100. Our sight was $150. So I basically have a $1,300 gun here, but that doesn't mean much to most people because it has the name Vizca in it. But all the way, I think it is really nice. Yeah, it's just really nice. When I first started shooting this rifle, I had a hard time shouldering it because I couldn't really look down the sight because I was always back here. I noticed that you just gotta, it just takes time to get used to rifles you never used. Any tips or ideas you have, put them in the comments, or any nice cool guns y'all can send my way that I might look at. And that's it. I'll have some more videos soon. Stuff. I don't know what. I did post that shooting the snowman video. I have ordered some steel targets, so I'm going to do a little practice on that. One gun that I really want to get soon is a 1911. You just gotta have one. I mean, you just got to. Well, that's it for today. See you on the next one. Cue the outro.